It's Sunday, it's 9 p.m, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, Way of the Exploding Show is back. Great to see you all. Make sure that you can hear me okay, that the music is at the right level. Let me know in chat. Wezza was first, hailing from Twitchland. And then came Rokudan96. I think we can relax. Trista is fine. I've had a text conversation with Trista this week. So for those of you who know Trista, aka Bex, then she's good. She's all good. No worries. Dr. Oculus in the house. Ponder. Great to see all of you. 5 from X. I should just tell you where the Exploding Show goes out on, I think it's 5 simultaneous platforms, maybe 6. Facebook and Instagram, YouTube, you're testing me now, X and Twitch. All of those platforms simultaneously. I should say a big shout out to Instagram. Hello to Plesso, conquering Instagram. Daniel Cole, Alfie Tweak, Gary Scott, can hear you nice and clear on Instagram. How is your injury, says Gary Westcott. Yeah, the injury kept me from doing the show last week, my friends. And what can I say? It was bad enough to stop me doing the show. I really couldn't walk. I've not been able to walk properly for a week. And then in the last 3 days, it's got slowly better. What I did was I was filming on a fishing boat, but not anything official. I was messing around trying to make a funny video, which I'm actually going to put out soon on social this week, for some work I'm doing for the New Zealand government, where I'm focusing on tech companies from New Zealand. I chose a gaming company. They made a game called Dredge, which we've featured on this show, I think, about fishing. I thought, I know what I'll do. I'll film on a derelict boat down the local riverside, and I fell off it and I twisted my ankle, and it's been so bad. I might as well have broken the blooming thing. It's been so painful. Just literally not even moving. It was throbbing. It was terrible. And when I do the show, I have to go in and out of this secret bunker, which used to be a VHS copying facility during the Cold War. And I have to go in and out and bring in kit, all that sort of stuff. And it gets really, really painful. Joshy Button, big up to you. Paul Kemp, how you doing? Cecil Smith. Marnie, good evening, Marnie Moo. How you doing? British Beefs, Charlie Salter, The Dodger, Grant, Douglas, Jay Rosefier, Harry Pleasance, R. Bramley. So many of you in the house. Big shout out to Bruce93 on Twitch. Prof Giles. Yes, hope you had a great weekend too. Oh, to all the dads, happy Father's Day. Happy goddamn Father's Day. Right, are we ready? Shall we get this show on the road? Let's do it, party people. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Way of the Exploding Show coming to you every Sunday at 9 p.m. where we like a twist of retro with everything. So it doesn't matter whether they're modern stories, new games, TV, movies, music. If it's got a retro relevance, then we cover it here. We also cover stuff from the 80s and the 90s. We start with news, and then we round it out with a brilliant quiz. The quiz starts at about 9:30, and it is epic. It's become quite a thing. The viewership is going up and up and up. We've currently got 530 viewers. We're simultaneously broadcasting, or could that be simulcasting, on Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube. From YouTube, Rob H, how you doing? Muttley Hammer, evening. James Putin, yes, we've just been talking about my ankle, so we won't go on about it anymore, but that's fine. And ladies and gentlemen, this here show is sponsored by a brand new movie that's coming in the summer to a Kickstarter near you called Control AI Delete. And there's so much more to talk about. We've got some new t-shirt designs coming at you, which you're going to be able to put. You can purchase right now, actually, if you go along to www.controlaidelete, control spelled like it is on your keyboard, CTRL.net, controlaidelete.net. Loads of cool stuff coming your way. Can I turn the right ones off? Hang on. Oh, no, that was it. We want that. There you go. AI stole my job, and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. That's available. We haven't put it up on the website, actually, because for various technical reasons, but we'll have it up this week. You can also get this mug if you so desire. This is the logo, the kind of no AI logo, which has become the emblem. It's like the emblem of the Resistance in the film. It's about a bunch of gamer geeks who've taken an AI using 80s and 90s computers. There we go. Yeah, a bunch of gamer geeks at a gaming festival, and they happen to be there when a global AI is rolled out and the shit hits the proverbial fan. I've got some software that will edit out swear words, so you won't have heard the word shit, so I can just say it. Do you know what I mean? So there you go. Control AI Delete, ladies and gentlemen, .net. Go along there. The site is live. You can buy merch already. Many of you have bought merch. There is actually an honour roll of people that have bought merch. I don't know where that is, actually. I can't see it. But many of you have, and it's your chance to get some cool merch, but also to support the film, because no profits are made from any of the merch. It all goes into the movie production. There you go. Control AI Delete coming your way to a Kickstarter near you, somewhere towards the end of the summer, beginning of the autumn. Okay, marvellous stuff. Welcome to Way of the Exploding Show. We love this. We absolutely love it. We do it every Sunday. And we've got some news. Let's start the news off, folks, and then we'll have a look at what's going on in chat. Thank you, Ponder, giving a big shout out to the merch. Let's have a look. Right, yeah. New movie, well, actually TV series from the movie, which you may be aware of. If you're not, then that's Ridley Scott, so you can probably get a good idea what I'm going to talk about. It's the brand new TV series based on the Blade Runner universe, with Ridley Scott producing, which is super exciting. And there's been some news this week. We'll get to the news aspect of it in a minute. First of all, I want to read you a little bit about what's going on. So what we know so far is that Blade Runner 2099 will debut on Amazon streaming service Prime Video, with rumours hinting at a 10-episode arc. They started production last year. They've continued this year. I think they're actually filming right now. To my knowledge, there is no premiere date yet confirmed. There's also no trailer. There's also no trailer, so we can't yet get a huge amount of information about it. I'll tell you what we've got so far. So, as I said, Ridley Scott is producing, and I'm not sure who the director of the TV series is. We're not going to have Harrison Ford in this one, because it takes place in the future. So unless Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford's characters are kind of really old, I suppose if they're replicants, then they could actually be that old, couldn't they? That's an interesting point. 2099 is the setting. I think it's going to be a departure within the universe, but a whole series of new characters and stories. And the news that we got this week is that the cast includes Oscar winner Michelle Yeoh. And forgive me if I'm massacring her surname, but of course, she is an Oscar winner. She's a hugely popular actress. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once is the movie that you might recognise her from. And also, Tomorrow Never Dies. She was in that too. And also, Euphoria star Hunter Schaffer. That's what it says in this article. But actually, to me, she's one of the stars of the Hunger Games prequel, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. She's a really prominent trans actress. I'm pretty sure I've got that right. Correct me if I'm wrong. And she's hugely glamorous. I really liked her character. I seem to remember, wasn't she the brother or the cousin of young Snow? Tell me in chat if I've got that right. But I really liked her. She's got a kind of demure grace about her. And I wonder, with that sort of very interesting look that she's got, whether she's going to be a replicant. I mean, it feels to me like she will be. What was the name of the replicant in the original Blade movie, the Blade Runner movie? What was the name of the replicant in the original Blade Runner movie who was a kind of fighting model? Can you remember what I'm talking about? I think she might be not a pleasure model, a fighting model. Just because she's got this sort of interesting physicality. Not sure what you think. So I'm very, very excited about this. No trailer as yet. When it comes to Blade Runner's And when it comes to Blade Runner 2099's plot, Ridley Scott is keeping his cards close to his chest. That's what this article from Yahoo News says. We know that the show is set 50 years after Villeneuve's sequel, Villeneuve being the director of Blade Runner 2049, which means the chances of it featuring appearances from Ford or Gosling are low unless flashbacks are involved. There you go. So that's what I was saying, isn't it? Speaking to Esquire via Variety, Scott compared the series' tone to the classic science fiction novel Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. That's interesting, isn't it? Which envisages a world where the population is genetically engineered and ordered by intelligence. The Alien director also admitted that he is regretting not returning for Blade Runner 2049 and directing 2017's Alien Covenant instead. There we go. Okay, so he directed Alien Covenant, and he wishes he directed Blade Runner 2049. That's very, very interesting. Okay, so I think that's huge news. I'm super excited. As soon as we know a potential launch date for Blade Runner 2099, a potential 10-part TV series for Prime on Amazon, then I will let you know. Marvellous stuff. I'm going to go to chat. Now, as you know, I make little movies from this live broadcast. And that's why a couple of times there I repeated things. In fact, I'm going to repeat the outro so we can get a nice take. Are you ready? Everyone shout action. Okay, as soon as we know a release date for Amazon Prime's potential 10-part new series, Blade Runner 2099, I'll let you know. There we go. How profesh am I? Amazing stuff. Let's look at chat. VT Errol says Ponder, PRG. Thank you very much for that production tip. What have we got? What is the background music? Oh, that background music, I'm not sure what the background music is. I know that I've actually not had any background music for the last few minutes because sometimes I try not to so I can edit those news stories together. All of the background music, I can tell you this, is from Epidemic Sound. All right, so it's copyright free, but you do have to pay about 20 quid a month, but you get access to hundreds of thousands of tracks. Hello to everyone on Instagram. I'm just going to scoot down to the bottom. Super79 has just joined. Kimberly May, Albin Lopez, 2024. Karen Pollard, David Gnash, great to see you. So, yeah, that's exciting, isn't it? We're all Blade Runner fans here. Dr. Oculus has mentioned that what would be helpful is if you would sign up to the newsletter on controlaidelete.net. That's the independent comedy full-length feature film that this show is sponsored by, and that's going to Kickstarter to hopefully be crowdfunded at the end of the summer. And if you go along there, you don't have to buy any merch, or that'd be great if you did because it all goes into the production budget, but at the very least you could subscribe to the newsletter. Yes, Amazon, according to Dr. Oculus, are making a number of right moves lately. I know what you mean. A lot of great content coming out. Hello, Force Ghost Jeremy. Force Ghost Jeremy, you remind me. Are you watching the new Star Wars series, The Acolyte? I started watching it yesterday. I've watched the first episode so far. I actually really enjoyed it. It's an interesting take, kind of initially seen through the eyes of someone on the dark side. Interested to know your feelings, Force Ghost. Okay, well, not much going on in chat, so I think what we'll probably do, unless you've got anything you want me to talk about, where are we, is we might cut to the quiz and give ourselves a little bit of time. What do you think, folks? Just let me know in chat if there's anything you want to talk about. I would say over to Instagram. Jaden Randall, how you doing, Jaden? What's up, indeed, back at you. Jaden said that the post of me and Kieran looked amazing. Oh, thanks, Jaden. What Jaden is referring to is a video that I've just recently, in the last few days, put up onto Instagram and LinkedIn and X, actually, where I'm delivering a virtual baby. It's crazy. I'm reviewing a medical training simulation company. They make medical VR training for all kinds of different medical scenarios, including midwifery, and it's quite funny, it's quite touching, it's quite fascinating, and it was made possible by the guys at VR Arcade in Newquay, and that's where Jaden is from, and Kieran. So yeah, big shout out to both of you guys. Brilliant stuff. Let's get some music going on. Just going to check up in chat. Yeah, Dr. Oculus just mentioning that. The VR training trip was mega. Oh wow, Force Ghost Jeremy responding to the Acolyte. Probably best you don't ask about the Acolyte. But because you asked, Disney has ruined Star Wars in my opinion. Let's leave it there. I know what you're referring to. I do understand what you're referring to. They've been getting a lot of jip. And in many respects quite deserved, I think, Force Ghost Jeremy. I'm guessing you probably agree with me. But so far, the Acolyte, I'm enjoying it so far. I know what's going to happen in episode 3, and I know it's probably going to not meet my expectations of what Star Wars should be. But I think beyond that, I'm interested to see how it goes. I'm always open and interested. I love the Star Wars universe. People get very hot under the collar about it, and I do understand why, but I'm not one of them. I kind of just take it and, and enjoy the content for what it is, watching it with my 14-year-old. Good stuff. All right, so should we move things on to the quiz? Because we've got a great quiz coming up this week. Let's do it. Yeah, Force Ghost Jeremy telling me that apparently the Acolyte's got a Rotten Tomatoes score of 15%. Is it really? Are you sure? That sounds very low to me. Maybe the audience score, but not the critic score, surely. Rotten Tomatoes. So that. Yeah, 84% of the professional reviewers score on Rotten Tomatoes and 15% audience score. Oh my god. Yeah, interesting. Well, I'll get to episode 3 and I'll let you know what I think, bro. Okay, cool. Excellent stuff. Right, let's get this quiz organised. Question number 1, where are we? Okay, good luck. It's Way of the Exploding quiz time. And here's the first question. Which 1987 NES game, it says game is this? The pixelated Kart Art 4. So that's the cartridge. The art has been messed with in Photoshop by me. Which game do you think that represents? The idea of the quiz is that you write into chat what your answer is. You don't embellish. So you don't try and convince everyone that you absolutely 100% know what the answer is, because it ruins it for everyone if you just simply put whatever you think. Metroid, Robocop, Metal Gear, or Kung Fu. Which one of those games do you think that's the artwork for? Just that. Not A, B, C, or D. Alright? Just the answer, and that is it. It's really important, because if you shout, sing and dance about the answer, it ruins everyone else's chance to get right. What we're going to do, we're going to go through the questions, 10 questions, and then when we get to the end, we're going to go back to the beginning and we'll give the answers, and it gets really, really fun. Lots of answers in chat. Hi, Kluma, how you doing? Coming at us from YouTube. I love it when you come from YouTube. It's unusual. Rob 8. Lots of answers coming in. Kung Fu, Metal Gear, so far I can see. Let's go over to Instagram. Let's see how you're doing in Instagram land. Hi, X-Cross, Dan Griffiths, Philip Panderson. Or maybe Philip Anderson. TG Gun, 1977. Let us know. Aztec Therm, saying that Nuki VR is a force to be reckoned with. They're a great bunch of people. Old Faith also just joined us. And Gem. Hi, mate. Met you in a cafe in Newquay the other week. Look forward to Baby Vid. Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate that. I say bro. I'm not sure if you are a bro, but it's brilliant to see you pop up. And Aztec Therm, giving a big shout out to I guess you mean the Gadget Show, do you? The Gadget Show YouTube. Yeah, the Gadget Show podcast, which I was actually filming this week. I did a big gig actually this week in London at the XL in front of 2,500 people. It was absolutely nuts. I came in on the one wheel and it was great. Did some jokes about, about the fact that I'd started off this morning in a Tesla. The build quality is so bad. It fell apart on the M3. I held up the one wheel and I said, and this is all I've got left. And that was quite good. It was a good gig, and then I went up to Birmingham and did the Gadget Show podcast, which you should definitely listen to, folks. Me and Susie back together. We've done 12 or 13 episodes in a series. We've now finished that series, so I'll get a month off or whatever, a couple of months off, and we're looking for a sponsor for that series. I'm not involved in that process, so hopefully we'll get a sponsor, and if so, we'll carry on, which is cool. Let's bomb over to chat. Yep, thank you, Force Ghost. Big shout out to you too. Right, all the answers are in for question number 1. So I'll get rid of that. I'll get rid of that. And I'll bring in question number 2, another visual question. What about this one? So the previous question was, can you see what the pixelated art on this cart represents, which game it represents? Same for this one. Ghouls and Ghosts, Contra, Hardcore, Golden Axe, or Flashback. There's a few clues on there. Again, be very, very careful that you don't embellish. All right, just put the answer, not 1, 2, or 3. Write the answer. So write Ghouls and Ghosts. You could write Ghouls if you wanted to, or Contra, but don't tell everyone how incredibly confident you are that you've got the right answer, because you want to give everyone a chance to get it right. Yes, Ponder mentioning the Patreon that is going really, really well, actually. We've got loads of Patreons now, and they support the Gadget Show podcast, and we're almost up to a point where that can almost start to pay for the show, but we probably need a sponsor. So that's what's happening now. So we might be doing some press. Susie and I, the PR company, have put out some press releases, and it'd be quite interesting. I think the Metro, I'm sure it doesn't matter that I'm telling you this, the Metro have expressed an interest in interviewing us. That's quite good, isn't it? And several podcasts. So I should be doing a bit of press in the next couple of weeks. Look out for that. Golden Axe coming at me from Rob H. Flashback from Force Ghost Jeremy. What else have we got over on Insta? Remember Instagram to use your chat. Splunger2, Psychic Janet. Hi, Psychic Janet. Chris Rhinos, Wayne Campling. Hi, Wayne. Jimmy GSXR and Mike Strugnall. Is that Mr. Strugnall by any chance? From the school in Newquay? If it is, let me know. I saw you the other day. I was going to come and say hello to you, but you'd gone when I actually got around to it in Newquay. So there we go. Great box art. Beautiful. There is a bit of a clue on there, but don't say what the clue is in chat. And it helps you kind of zero in on which one of those fine Mega Drive titles is represented in that pixelated artwork. Nice track this, isn't it? I like that. Nice synth. Talking of music, as you know, as many regulars will know, that's nice, isn't it? Has a kind of Kraftwerky feel to it. Sort of 8-bit drums, you know. Right, tell you what, as many of you know, regulars, I'm a bit of a have-a-go musician, and I've been playing with, let's have a look, a new track, and it really is only a riff. I'm going to play it for you. It literally is just a riff, all right? It's the center section of a song. It's a sample of a song that I'm sure you'll know, mention in chat if you know it. It's going to smack at you. It's not going to build or anything. It is literally just a collection of synth sounds, a few samples, and here we go. Let's play it. What do we think, team? How's the sound? Is it good? Is it loud enough? So yeah, I haven't produced the radio edit yet. This is just the main riff. Let's try and turn some things off and see if we can play with it a little bit. Sound is clear, thank you. Nice beat, says Force Ghost Jeremy. Force Ghost Jeremy's been playing with AI music. Yeah, there's some great Soundful I use as an AI music production app called Soundful. But this is, I did this myself, but you can use this thing called Soundful. Check it out, Force Ghost Jeremy. Right, let's turn some things off, just at random. It is, of course, let me see in chat if you know what it is. I bet you do. The sample is D-Train. You're the one for me. Don't worry, we'll carry on with the quiz in a minute. We've got plenty of time today. That's the refrain of the synth. There we go. Okay, so that's one tune I've been working on this week. I'll just save that. And I'll play you one more that I've been working on as well, trying to get these things done because I want to play them on my, I do a radio show on Street Sounds Radio, which you've got to get the app for. It's such a cool thing, man. The original 80s record label, I now do a show for them every Friday. It's called the Street Sounds Time Machine, and I do it every Friday on the Street Sounds Radio app, which you can get on your phone. I do 1 till 4 every Friday. So I've been working on some tunes because I want to just play my own, not tunes, I just want to play a tune that I've done. And then the other one that I'm auditioning at the moment is, what's it called, man? Al Nafish, there we go. Well, that's giving it its way. It's based on Al Nafish, The Soul by Hakim. And I don't know what state this is in. It could have gone awry, so bear with me if it's terrible. That synth is too loud. It's like a breakdance tune. There's a sample from Soul Sonics Force, Africa Mambata. Planet Patrol, I can't remember the name of the tune. So it's a lot less finesse than the other tunes. So it's very, very raw at this point. All right. Oh yeah, I know that. Actually, there's one bit I want to play in there. See if I can find it. is it? Oh, I can't find it. There's so many. Oh, here we go. Here we go. That's it there. Yeah, it's got a Planet Rock vibe, hasn't it, Prof. Giles? All right, there we go. There we go, folks. Oh, Richard, my brother's in the house. Why am I watching the football? You're my brother. Why are you asking me that? You know why I'm not watching the football. Because I don't understand football, bro. I was too busy breakdancing when everyone was playing football. But it doesn't mean that I don't even know who's playing, but I'm guessing by the fact that someone mentioned it to me earlier and you just mentioned it. Are England playing? Are they? I don't know. If they are, obviously, good luck. All right, there we go. Thank you so much. So a couple of works in progress. We'll go back to the show lineup and we will continue this quiz. And I will not interrupt it until we get to the end because you've all been very, very patient. There we go. Tunes. Cue tunes. Nothing's happening. Okay, that's good. Always good. Oh dear, what's going on with that then? Have I messed that up? How have I done that? Mix? No. I have no idea. Right, what I'll do is I'll reboot Ableton. And meanwhile, we'll go back to the quiz, all right? Because you've been very, very patient. So we've done question number 2. We're going to quiz question number 3 in this afternoon's Way of the Exploding Quiz. Okay, so question number 3. Here we go. On which home system did the original Shinobi game first run after its arcade release in 1987? So it came out in the arcade. Was it first to the Sega Master System, first to the Mega Drive? Did it first appear on the Nintendo NES or the Atari 7800? Shinobi, 1987. I'll try and get some music back. Mega Drive and Master System both proving very, very popular. P. Poucher, I don't meet enough people who also don't understand football. It seems it's not talked about. Yeah, well, you don't talk about it, do you? Love you, broster. It's England. Oh, thanks, Richard. I appreciate that. Go on, team. I hope you do well. I think we all know secretly you probably won't. But we're going to get very excited, and we're going to get very patriotic. And I don't. Who knows? I mean, what is it? What match is it? Is it part of a big championship? I have no idea. I have no idea. Let me know if it is. Let me see if I can just get the music going. One sec. Hang on. There we go. Boom. Well, I'm doing well then to get an audience tonight, aren't I? Blimey. Got 1,000 viewers, 1,004 viewers right now. Hello to each and every one of you. I'm doubly flattered when I've now learnt from my brother who just told me that apparently the football's on. But that's absolutely amazing. All right, Geeks Unite. That's all I've got to say. What, group stages of the Euros? Oh, my God. Is it? Oh, my God. That's really important. Would you believe? I actually went to the Euros for Channel 4 for a show called Under the Moon with Danny Kelly. And I did the kind of lifestyle interview. So I would ask people about, I don't know, like, you know, what was the best food to eat in, wasn't it in Paris? I'm sure it was in Paris. What's the best food to eat, you know, while in Paris? Or what's the best place to watch? How do French people watch the football? I mean, I can't remember, but like stupid stuff. Oh yeah, I remember. I dressed up as one of the mascots as well, and I ran around a stadium. That was for Channel 4. I didn't tell them I didn't know anything about football when I got the gig. Right, so there we go. Let's have a look. Is this music going to play? Oh my God, that's so weird. I do not understand it. There we go. There we go. That's all working, isn't it? Let me know if that's too loud. Everything is back and working. Question number 3 has gone by, and we're now going to ask question number 4. Which of these consoles did not get a CD hardware upgrade or version? So one of these didn't get a commercially released CD add-on or didn't come with a CD built in. The Atari Lynx, the Sega Mega Drive, the SNES or the SNES, or the Atari. It's a little bit of a trick question. I'll explain why later. Is that music all right? Is it too loud? You're watching Way of the Exploding Show. This show is sponsored by ControlAIDelete.net. Go along there to www.CTRLAIDelete.net, ControlAIDelete.net. Join up and subscribe to the newsletter. You'll get a newsletter once a week or once every 2 weeks because I've been ill. And you'll learn all about our intention to fund this movie via Kickstarter at the end of the summer. And you can buy cool merch like this amazing mug. Go along to ControlAIDelete.net. Question number 5 coming up. Here we go. Which group is sampled in Planet Rock 1982 by Afrika Bambaataa? Kraftwerk, the Human League, I don't know why it says Drive there, that's a typo, Gary Newman, or The Art of Noise. One of those 4 groups are sampled, or, an exact replica of their work is played, actually, in Planet Rock by Afrika Bambaataa and the Soul Sonic Force. Is it Kraftwerk, the Human League, Gary Newman, or The Art of Noise? Thanks, Ponder, for the feedback. Which of these topics did Kraftwerk not make a song about? I love this question. Pocket calculators, roads, neon lights, or skiing? And again, I should have said this at the beginning. Obviously, don't Google or chat GPT the answer. Just use the old wet computer up here, yeah? While you still can until we're taken over by the robots. So which one of those topics is not a topic covered by Kraftwerk? And if you just joined us, join in with the quiz, but know that we just want the answers in chat. We don't want you telling us how confident you are that you definitely got it right. You know what I mean? Because we want people to have a chance to get it right. Yeah, thank you, James. I can see that black bar on the lens. That's really good of you, James, for pointing that out. Good man. Cheers. Appreciate that. I know exactly what's happened there. What's happened there is that my camera has been touched. Yep, that's cool. Thank you, James. Spoken like a true professional, my man. OHJSC in the house. So loads of answers going in there for the Kraftwerk Questione. Just checking that you're still with us in Instagram. Lovely to see y'all. Right, we're going to go over to question number 6. We're going to go to question number 7 now. Which Kraftwerk song features in Breakdance the movie, or Breakin', as I believe it was called in the US? There's a very famous sequence. Good tune. Very Kraftwerk, isn't it? So, in that movie, Breakdance the movie, Kraftwerk were featured, but which of their tunes was it? The Model, Tour de France, Radioactivity, or Computer Love? Great tune, this. Oh, I almost started singing. I almost started singing the tune because it's very much like this. Don't say in chat why you know the tune from Breakdance or what the sequence was, because it will give it away. Question number 8. Which town are the Human League from? Berlin, Sheffield, Manchester, or Leeds? It's a great tune, isn't it? Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hi, Skewy Cat. I've not noticed you. El Jefe, what up? Great to see you in the house. As indeed it is. Nice to see David Stanfield, Art, and Paul G. I've said hello to you already. Darren, Tesh, State, Maburnal. Great to see you too. Question number 8 of Way of the Exploding Quiz. Where are Human League from? Berlin, Sheffield, Manchester, or Leeds? Question number 5. Together in Electric Dreams by the Human League is famous for being the soundtrack of an 80s TV show, an 80s film, an 80s game, or an 80s perfume advert. Which one of those do you think it is? Got some nice rim and cowbell action in this evening's show. All right. If there are any 808 drum machine fans in the house, you'll know what I'm talking about. Ah, this is good, man. What tune is this? Yeah, boy. This is called Drummer Tom Tom. Look, let's grab a drum machine, bring it in. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. What's going on with that? Really? Okay. So we should be able to bring that down. That's the rim sound I'm talking about. Where's that cowbell? There. Let's get that tune back up. Drummer Tom Tom. That's great, I love it. Wait. No, I need to get rid of those. Anyway, not sure quite what we're doing. We're going to get rid of that and we're going to carry on with that tune. Right, that was question number 9. And question number 8, ladies and gentlemen. Buying bread from a man in Brussels. That is a lyric from which 1981 song? Remember That Hat, Safety Dance, Prince, Little Red Corvette, Men at Work, Down Under, or Olivia Newton-John, Xanadu. One of those 4 tracks, fine tracks, all of them, features that lyric, buying bread from a man in Brussels. If you've just joined, just the answer, because I'm sure I can always feel it. Questions like that, you want to get really vocal and say, oh my God, that's so obvious, I know that one. But don't, because we've got to let everyone make their own mistakes. Right, we've played that tune to death, haven't we? There we go, brilliant. So I got a bit carried away there, a bit kind of bad at multitasking, dragged into the technology. I'll have to come back and do it and maybe do something with that drum machine. It's got me inspired. Right, so we've got loads of answers coming in for the final question. Then we're going to pop back and we're going to look at the answers to all 10 questions. You cannot phone a friend, Dr. Oculus. Okay, looking over at Instagram. Synth Jam just joined. Good opportunity to join. Anderson Winteringham, Mark Stevenson, and GSXR Luke 96 over in Instagram land. Question number 10 is done. Enough time, guys? Okay, let's go back. Let's go back in time to the beginning of question number 1. And we can go through all of the answers and find out whether you got it right or not. Good luck, everybody. Question number 1. Which 1987 NES games is this the pixelated cart art for? And I'll bring it up, possibly. There's the pixelated cart art. If you said Metal Gear Solid, then you got it right, folks. Well done. Hugely impressive work if you got that right. You know what to do if you're regular. You put 1 stroke, whatever your score. If it's the first question, so 1 stroke 1 would be I got 1 question right out of 1 questions, right? And then if we go to, let's say we've done 4 questions, you might have got 2 right, 2 stroke 4, and then we start to get a rush to the finish. And we can find out who the contenders are as we move towards the 10th question. Does that make sense? There we go. Well done. Okay, question number 2. That was the safe, confusing image. What about this one? Which pixelated cart is this representative of? What is the game? Ghouls and Ghosts, Contra, Hardcore, Golden Axe, or Flashback? And the answer is... it's Flashback, ladies and gentlemen. Well done. So Rob H, 0 out of 1. Skewy Cat, 1 out of 1. El Jefe, 1 out of 1. The same for iQual. iQuail, good to see you again. Pref Giles, Skewy Cat, 2 out of 2 now. 1 out of 2 for Force Ghost Jeremy. iQuail, 2 out of 2. El Jefe, 2 out of 2. Bruce 93. So several with 100%. Rather brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I love that. Great. Oops, superb. Well done, Ponder. I'm sure you'll be fine. 0 out of 2 for Rob. But look, it's early days, Rob. Good luck to you, my friend. Hi, Pringle Gaming YouTube. Good to see you. David Haim, Psychic Janet. 1 out of 1. Well done, Janet. I'm glad you enjoy it. Thank you very much. It's really nice of you to say so. So that's question number 2. On which home system did the original Shinobi game first run after its arcade release in 1987? The Sega Master System, the Sega Mega Drive, Nintendo NES, or the Atari 7800? So it went out in the arcades first, and the question is, which of those home consoles did it first appear on? The answer is the Master System. If you got that right, well done. Master System, if you got that right, let me know in chat. 2 out of 3 for Ponder. 3 out of 3 for Dr. Oculus, well done. Skewy Cat, 2 out of 3. Bruise, 3 out of 3. El Jefe, 3 out of 3. iQuail, 3 out of 3. Wow, could we be on to the first mass 10 out of 10 result? It's going to be really, really interesting. As you probably know, we've had 1 or 2 10 out of 10ers. It's not a regular thing. But today, it could be the most 10 out of 10ers ever. Dr. Oculus, it's all downhill from here for me. So many guesses. Question number 4, here we go. Which of these consoles did not get a CD hardware upgrade or version? Now, I said it was a tricky one, didn't I? And I said it was a bit of a trick question because the Atari Lynx got a CD. The Sega Mega Drive, of course, got a CD. It was the Mega CD or the Sega CD, I think it was called in the US and elsewhere. The Atari Jaguar had a CD. The Super Nintendo, the SNES, they made a prototype CD, but they never released it. And so the answer is SNES. If you put that, then you got that correct. Question number 4, the answer is SNES. 2 out of 4 for Ponder. 2 out of 4 for Skewy Cat. Any more? Let us know. Delpha, Justin, Neil Saves the World, KP Modding, Andy Walker. Good to see all of you. Welcome along to Instagram, to the live broadcast of Way of the Exploding Show. We're having lots of fun going through the answers to our questions. 3 out of 4 for Ponder. Okay, let's have a look. Question number 5. Which group is sampled in Planet Rock in 1982 by Africa Bambaataa? And I did point out when I asked the question, it's not really a sample. The riff is played identically in Planet Rock. But where does it come from? Kraftwerk, the Human League. That's a typo there. Gary Newman or the Art of Noise. The answer is, it's Kraftwerk. It's a Kraftwerk. It's a Kraftwerk sample in Planet Rock. Really hard one there. So that's going to definitely put the cat amongst the pigeons. Did I write the links? Hang on, did I get that wrong? Oh no, links. I think, oh man. Dude, I meant the Jaguar. Oh, I messed that up. I'm really sorry. All right, whatever the scores were at that point, we have to go with it. I do apologise. That's my bad. I'm so sorry about that. I mean, it's up to you. What we could do is we could change the... Okay, look, I'm going to make a decision here, and I don't want to upset anyone, right? But because the SNES got a CD, even though it wasn't released... And because I messed up and the Lynx clearly didn't get a CD, I think we're going to change the answer. And the answer is now the Lynx. I'm so sorry. This could potentially really upset everybody. But I'm going to go with that. I'm going to make a decision because otherwise it's not fair. And it seems like the fairest solution to the issue. It was meant to be a trick question where some of you would go for this, would think the SNES got a CD because you might have seen the image of it in publications and on the internet, but actually it was never released. But at least it does represent the CD drive that worked for the SNES. Whereas because I messed up and didn't put the Jaguar, which I was supposed to do, put the Lynx in, the Lynx did not get a CD, so that is now the answer. So now, in chat, if you'd be kind enough, just tell me what you've got so far. Where do the scores sit? Yeah, thank you, Bruce. Thanks for backing me up there. So what have we got there, folks? 5 out of 5 for Bruce. Well done. 4 out of 5 for El Jefe. 4 out of 5 for iQuail. Excellent. 1 out of 5 for Rob. No arguments here, says Ponder. I'm really pleased. What about over on Instagram? What have we got? Hi, Andy Walker, Zone of Tech. Hi, Zone of Tech. How you doing, bro? Hey, hope you're still there. Sometimes I come a bit late to Instagram because the stream is slightly behind. Shots fired, Cornwall. Anal416. Janet, what have you got out of 5? Let me know. There's a little delay in the Instagram feed. It goes out quicker on X and Twitch on the others. Good. I'm glad that you let me, make that right. I do apologise. It is difficult sometimes in the rush to get all the content ready. Prof Giles, you and me both. Right. Question number 6. Which of these topics did Kraftwerk not make a song about? Well, they made one about pocket calculators. They made a song about the Autobahn, so that's roads. Neon Lights is the name of another one of their songs. They didn't make one about skiing, and it might sound bizarre, but when you think they did a song about a model, and they do songs about, radioactivity, all these interesting sort of slightly industrial, modern age of the 80s subjects, skiing was very popular. Remember Ski Sunday? It was very glamorous to wear a ski suit and go hot dogging in the 80s. So, it's also got that sort of Tour de France type thing about it. So, no skiing. So out of 6, Rob H has 2. Ponder has 4. Bruce93 gets a big cheer for having a very impressive 6 out of 6. 4 out of 6 for Force Ghost. 5 out of 6 for El Jefe. So still a contender, as indeed is Skewy Cat and Dr. Oculus. Prof Giles, Horace goes skiing. Of course. 6 out of 6 for iQuail. 5 out of 6 for Prof Giles. Really good stuff. Well done. Okay. Out of 7. Here we go. Question number 7. Which Kraftwerk song features in Breakdance the Movie, or Breakin' as it was called in other territories? Was it the model, Tour de France, Radioactivity, or Computer Love? It was, of course, Tour de France. It was Tour de France. What was his name? Let's have a look. Breakdance the Movie, Tour de France dancer. It was Turbo. His name was Turbo, and he does that amazing dance routine when I think he's sweeping up in the back of the shop where he works, and it was super memorable. It's a real tour de force of a performance. Okay, question number... Oh no, before we do that, I'll just check out how you're doing. 2 out of 7 for Rob, 5 out of 6 for Bruce. That needs to catch up. I love all these synth questions, says Prof Giles. They're right at my Autobahn. Thank you, Prof Giles. 6 out of 7 for Bruce. 4 out of 7 for Ponder. 5 out of 7 for Dr. Oculus. 6 for El Jefe. 4 Force Ghost. 5 Skewy Cat. 7 out of 7 for iQuail. What about out of 8? Which town are the Human League from? They are, of course, from Sheffield. We knew that. We know that. Not Berlin. They sound like they're from Berlin. And you can see why I was channeling Kraftwerk and I thought about Human League, because, of course, they were so influenced by Human League. I was listening to Kraftwerk this week, and I thought to myself, God, several of the tracks, I can't remember which ones, but several of them, they are really reminiscent of Human League tracks. So there you go. That's where these questions come from. You see, driving along on the Autobahn in my motor car. El Jefe, 7 out of 8. 7 out of 8 for Prof Giles. 8 out of 8 for iQuail. Looks like you could well be on track to be this week's winner. Dr. Oculus, 6 out of 8. Skewy Cat, 6. So Force Ghost at 5. Ah, yeah, you should have got that one, Ponder. Okay, now question number 9. Together in Electric Dreams by the Human League is famous for being the soundtrack of, well, it's an 80s film, isn't it? Almost of the same title. The track is called Together in Electric Dreams. The movie is called Electric Dreams. sort of mini precursor to Her, you know, with Joaquin Phoenix, but not dark like that is, and philosophical, just kind of goofy and sort of romantic. But the romance is not with the computer, it's with a lady that lives in the same building. The computer just tries to get in between them, I seem to remember. Yes, and a misbehaving AI, says Ponder PRG, and you wonder why our generation are so mindful of our current obsession with AI. That's question number 9. 9 out of 9 for iQuail. Are you going to do it? Are you going to get a 10 out of 10? That's the question. Following hot on the heels, both Bruce and Giles. Both have 8 out of 9. So does El Jefe, which means, you know, if Quail drops one now, there could be a massive draw. It's not technically Phil Oakey and George Moroder. Is it? It's not technically Phil Oakey. I'm sure it is. He did it with George Moroder, didn't he? The Italian producer. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's go to question number 10 because people are waiting for answers. Question number 10. Here we go. Buying bread from a man in Brussels. It's such a famous lyric, but out of context. Are you able to remember it? From 1981. Does it come from Men Without Hats, Safety Dance, Prince, Little Red Corvette, Men at Work, Down Under, or Olivia Newton-John, Xanadu? It is, of course, Men at Work, Down Under. 6 foot tall and full of muscles, I think is the next line, isn't it? So 6 out of 10 for Ponder. Force Ghost Jeremy channeling Terminator and Matrix in their attempts to make a point about our current obsession with AI. El Jefe, 9 out of 10. Prof. Giles, 9 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Force Ghost, Bruce at 9. Great stuff. 8 out of 10 for Dr. Oculus. 6 for Ponder. I might have already said that. But claiming the lead, iQuail does it, ladies and gentlemen. Big shout out, W's in chat for iQuail for being a definitive winner of this week's show. Excellent stuff. I was aware that sometimes on the Way of the Exploding show, I go over time. It is difficult to work all the technology and cover all the content and do the quiz and get it in on time. I was determined to do it because I'm on the school run tomorrow morning and I need to get done, and we've just about done it. So thank you so much for joining me. It's been loads of fun. Have a great week. Go along to this show's sponsor. Sign up for the newsletter, controlaidelete.net. And also, check out our Discord. If someone could put the Discord in chat, that would be really, really helpful. The Discord for this show is really good. It gives me loads of ideas. Checks up on your answers from the previous week's quiz. We talk about anything to do with the new retro. And it's an absolute brilliant community. It's a lovely, warm community of people, so get on board. There's the Discord. Thank you, Dr. Oculus, for putting that in chat. Thank you so much. Good night, Bruce, Force Ghost, Dr. Oculus, Ponder, El Jefe, Prof. Giles, Rob H. So many of you in the house. I'm probably not going to go through all of you because I'll just forget you. iQuail. And who else? Where are we? Over to Instagram. Thank you. Good night. Shots fired. Psychic Janet. How did you do in the end, Psychic Janet? That's right. Scarlett Johansson from Merlin Joe Coffee. How you doing? We did a story about that court case on this very show recently. Craig, Dylan, Edgar. And thank you, Dr. Oculus, for putting the Discord into Instagram. Really, really appreciated. That's it from me. I'll be back for more Way of the Exploding show. Same place, same time. 9 p.m. Sunday on X, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, and Facebook. And this week I'll be on X and Instagram if you want to say hi. All right, I'll see you next time. Have a great week, guys. Thank you. Good night.